So as the video title suggests, I'm going to make a prediction about Kamala Harris becoming the presidential candidate for the Democratic Party in 2024. And I predict it's going to happen probably about 2 or 3 months before the election. And the reason is, okay, let me lay it out first. Biden's going to step down and he's going to say, well, age has become a factor, which, hey, it's a plausible, excuse or reason that he could give. But he's going to say, yeah, I've decided to just, sit out the next election and I'm going to hand it over to Kamala Harris. So, and the reason it would be 2 or 3 months before is because at that time, basically, the press will be scrambling like, whoa, what just happened? So they'll be kind of thrown off a little bit. It'll be a little bit difficult to get a hold of her and ask questions. People kind of be gearing up and trying to make last-minute decisions, so everybody will be thrown off about this. And I think the knee-jerk reaction will be, well, you know what? I didn't like Joe Biden because he was funding the annihilation of innocent people. But Kamala Harris, I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard anything from her in a long time. And she's a woman. She's younger. She's not Trump. She's not Biden. So, hey, let's go for Kamala Harris. And I would take her over Trump. I would take her over Biden. And I never thought I'd say that because every time she's on the camera, she comes across as a psychopath or an idiot or both. And so my prediction is, the other part of my reasoning for thinking it'll be 2 or 3 months before is because at that point there will be no real time for debates to happen, for people to step up and challenge her. It'll basically just be the torch will be handed off, and she'll be the presumptive nominee at that point. So, yeah. So I think if the press is able to catch up with Kamala Harris, and if they ask her questions about, like, for example, Israel, what's her plan to deal with that situation? Because we all know what he talks about being a Zionist, and he's a Catholic, so there's a decent chance that he wants the extermination of Muslims in general, especially maybe to facilitate the return of the Jews to the homeland and bring about the second coming of Christ, which is hilarious. Anyway, let's put all that to the side for a second. If they catch up with Kamala Harris, I think they'll ask her, so what's your thoughts on Israel? And she'll be like, oh, wait, what's this? You say Israel? What is real? And they'll say, Israel, the country. She's like, oh, which country is real? And they'll be like, no. Israel is the name of a country. And she's like, oh, so, okay, what's your question? They'll be like, are you going to fund Netanyahu and, the IDF and all that? And are you going to continue providing them weapons and things like that? And she'll be like, oh, weapons. Oh, weapons and funding. Huh, interesting. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll check with my team about this. What is it? Nets. Okay, so there's Nets and what else is there? And you said Yahoo, that like chocolate milk drink. Nets and Yahoo. Okay, so and then like, okay, I don't understand anything. I'll get back to you. I'm going to talk to my team and see what they say. So I think basically right now, Kamala Harris is like laying as low as possible so that nobody has any idea. They forget who she is. They forget that she's just a corporate goon and doesn't care at all about anybody or anything except for her own personal power. They'll forget that she was the least liked candidate and the first one to drop out of the, the 2020 race or 2016? I forget which one she ran in, but anyway. She was the least liked. Yeah, dropped out first. There's a good reason for that. And people have short-term memory, so they'll forget that. Anyway, so that's my prediction, and I just don't hear people talking about it, so I thought somebody's got to put that prediction out there. I don't know. Maybe it's a long shot. I don't think it's terribly far-fetched. I'd give it a I give it a 35-40%, depending on how Biden's doing. But Biden's losing in the polls, and no matter how clearly the issue of Israel and Gaza is as a kind of a detriment to his poll numbers, he doesn't care. He's like, let's see, American democracy, my presidency, my second term, killing some innocent Palestinians. Yeah, I'll just do that. I'll just kill some more innocent Palestinians. And that really seems to be his priority for whatever reason. So, and he just absolutely shows no signs, except for really pathetic PR stunts and stuff like that. Shows no signs whatsoever of trying to curb any of that. So, yeah, that's my prediction. I think he's going to not do well in the polls, continue to not do well in the polls, and as long as Trump doesn't do anything, I don't even know what Trump could do to hurt his own poll numbers. He will say the guy is an absolute monster, and nothing ever hurts his numbers. So that's my prediction. Kamala Harris. Everybody get your vomit bags.